Hey, it's Wednesday the 13th of May, and we'll see how this one goes. Yesterday when I made the video, I made it after I was all charged up doing that lesson, and that, just like an engine warms up, we all are like that. So I was pretty warmed up yesterday, and I think some people in the comments felt it. I'm definitely a vibe sort of person, and I can't fake how I feel or what's going on with me. And so when I'm up, you can feel my energy, This morning I'm doing okay, but I have some things on my mind, and I also have some music to share, but I do like to share my thoughts. And I'm started by saying, boy, these times are just really get pretty strange right now, aren't they? The news is just really almost unbearably bad, and a big part of it for me, I'll talk about music, is listening to the response of governments and leaders to this pandemic. Man, we're blowing it. We're blowing it big time. We really are. So the only thing that's really making a whole lot of sense to me is music and art, and just the fact of being thankful to be alive. This world is going to hell in a handbasket. I'll share this. I have allowed 2 people besides my brother to visit me during this lockdown that I've been in for a couple months now. Only 3 people total have been in my house. And those people are all like family to me. The people other than my brother are like my children, okay? They really are. They mean a lot to me. So I let one of my, I almost think of him as a son. We were in a band together, but he visited for a while yesterday, social distancing and everything, but he's in the house, so it's like if either one of us is positive, then we've exposed the other. But we both really needed the contact, and this young man is, I think he's extraordinary as a person, and we had really deep conversation yesterday. And I think the one thing I want to say before I talk about music is that I am dismayed that the divide that's happening in this country has a lot to do with intelligence and misinformation. Every time I turn around and have a conversation or interaction with someone who is conservative or Trump-like, they really show some real ignorance and really strange ideas about reality. Really not very biased. Very disappointing that I know people who are actually still defending Donald Trump as though anything he's doing is any good. This whole idea, let me just go, okay? Turn me off if you need to. This whole idea that some people actually think that he is standing up for America. Oh, he's finding somebody to stand up for America. Good Lord. If you think that's pathetic, my God, what a pathetic fool. What's been playing? Santana. Y'all know this one. The one where Schon joined the band. I finally heard the story about Schon joining the band, because I remember as a fan, when it happened, it seemed kind of strange to me. What does Santana need another guitar player for? And this kid, now he's good. His contribution to this album is hot. But it turns out that Santana didn't want him in the band. It was Greg Raleigh pushed him into the band. Interesting, huh? The dynamics of groups are most of the time not what you think they are. Not what you think they are at all. So I've been progging out a little bit. A big part of it is just going mentally into a place far away from COVID-19, you know, and so to a degree it is going into the past. Like I said, I've been picking up records that I've been wanting for a long time during this lockdown. And here's one. Got to play it even more yesterday. Ikarus, German band. Very, very good. With horns, progressive, aggressive. Somewhere between Colosseum, King Crimson, and Gentle Giant. This is really good. This is a recent addition to my collection. Been wanting this album for years, and finally getting to listen to it all the way through on vinyl, because I've had this on CD for a long time, but like I say, listening on vinyl is different. Listening all the way to the very end of the album, it's like I found it. When I was a kid on underground radio at the beginning of the 70s, I heard the end of a track that was very powerful, had horns, it was very repetitive, but it was building, and it was kind of scary because it was unusual. I wasn't hearing music like that at all, and I could never find it. For the longest time, I thought to myself, well, the closest band that I can think that sounds like what I thought I heard is Magma. Turns out it was this. I only recently was able to add this to my collection. So happy. Ikarus. Another recent addition. Really happy to finally have this in the collection. This is another German band. Like I said, the European thing really caught my attention, my interest, and I relate to the European approach to rock music that started in the 60s. Eiliff is the name of the band. Eiliff. You have to open it up to see the whole name. There's that cool rock and roll gatefold. I love those pictures. This band was started by the keyboardist Rainer Bruninghaus, who played with Eberhard Weber, the bassist, and has a really good solo album on ECM. That's where I first knew about who Rainer Bruninghaus was. But it turns out this is his band that he started. They tell the story inside of this reissue. I do like that about certain reissue labels like Long Hair. They really do it up nice. They give you a lot of information with each release. So you get to find out the story behind the band. This is really good, very powerful. This is very progressive and powerful. Again, in the horns, just good. Yeah, 9 Days Wonder, Out of Focus, German bands. I'll relate them to other German bands that are heavy like this. Looking over here right quick, I played this CD last night. Would like to get this on vinyl. Etcetera, a Canadian prog band. They sing all in French. I don't know what they're singing, but for some reason, I really like the sound of the singing on here. The female's diction of the language is, I really found myself just enjoying listening to her singing those words, besides the music. This music is very much like Gentle Giant. Really like this. Pulled this, haven't played this in a long time. And this is now I think has been lost. I think it's a major work that never got its recognition in America. Maybe in Europe it did. Michel Colombier, Wings. This came out in 1971. I still remember my older brother James, an amazing guy he is. I'm not sure how he found out about this, but he bought it and brought it home when it came out. Die cut cover. Blew my mind. This is very Quincy Jones-like. Big production. kind of epic, you know, and the subject matter is deep. There's a song on here called "For Those Who Cannot Hear," and it used to just make me and my brother and sisters, my brother mainly, cry because our mom was deaf. And the song is so touchingly beautiful, and it was like we would listen to it and like maybe see our mom sitting and she can't hear, and we would just bust out crying, wishing she could hear it because it was written for someone like her. Amazing. The first singer on this album that you hear is Bill Medley from the Righteous Brothers. A fantastic use of his voice. I really think this is something that's not known about for some reason. And the cast of characters, the players on here, I'm not going to go through. Let me just see if I can get a lot of Europeans. Jean-Luc Ponty plays on here. So there's some great players on here. This is really good. Michel Colombier. Wings. Oh, completely overlooked. Completely. This is fantastic. Okay. Some heavy psychedelic rock, because I like stoned music. I do. Been wanting this forever. Finally got it. Japanese band, Far Out, 1973. This one has intrigued me forever. Been wanting this album forever. It's just 2 songs, 1 song each. When this came out, this would have really been pretty far out. Now it's like it's so obvious what they were doing, a lot with very little, that it's like the context of the time is what saves this. Of course, so once the songs actually start after all the sound effects, it's pretty cool. The guy's voice is neat, and so I can, again, there's a reason why this is a valued. Originals of this are very valuable. This is obviously a reissue. But this is totally stoned. Here we have this glove on a clothesline. And when the obi is off, that's all you see. It's a gatefold, and so you're thinking, wow, gatefold. Well, there's the glove again. Well, oh, great gatefold, it's got a booklet. There's the glove again. Another page of the booklet. Maybe we'll get credits. There's the glove again. These fuckers were stoned out of their gourds. This is a great album. I've been wanting this for decades. I remember the last time I saw a copy in a store. It was in Chicago at Reckless, and they wanted over $100. I really wanted it, so I'm glad I finally got this, a reissue. It's worth it. It's good. It's good. It's good. Something else that I keep coming back to that I have it on vinyl, but for convenience I just put on the CD. Seefeel. Quique, or however you say this. This is badass. There's still nothing that sounds like this. I love this. It just in repeat. Seefeel. This is really, really good. That's what I'm going to share for this moment. I still have stuff for sale, but like I said, when I listen to the news and just listen to the imbalance of what's going on with this economy, I can't think about trying to make money off of people, you know. This is a strange situation that we're in. And I just really wish for the best for everyone. Stay strong and be kind to yourself, be kind to others. Check your head. Again, just very consistently, the people that are the most difficult are the dumbest. And they're the ones that are causing so much of the problems that we are having. Is people who have no business even speaking. They're so fucking stupid. And the president is one of them.